Thanks, baby. Thanks, baby. No. He does finish with breakfast. I enticed you into leg day, huh?
I know. I was like, so not gonna do it. I was like,
I totally thought you were gonna be like, pass.
that's a no.
Yeah, hard pass. Sorry. No.
I know. I'm like, I was sitting down waiting for the bus for freaking ever at the bottom of my hill with my kids, and I was like, I'm gonna be so late. I'm not gonna be able to do it. And then, like, my butt hurts already. Like, today. And I was like, oh, I don't know. I'm getting old. I shouldn't push it because I'm gonna have problems. And then I'm like, you're so ridiculous.
And yeah, right. Like, there's just this, like, what is it, like ticker tape running across your chest, and you're like, come on, all right, off.
Well, I did go out yesterday into like a lot of the snow. I mean, it's so deep, and I went for this walk around this loop, which is, very hilly. And I was like, I don't know why I didn't take my snowshoes because I get annoyed with it. They're heavy, and I'm like, I sink anyways. So I'm like halfway through, and I'm like, this was stupid. Like,
maybe should have brought the.
It's like a foot of snow, and so
and
every
it's heavy.
step, I'm like, it's so heavy. I'm like,
it's heavy.
Oh my God. I get halfway through, and I'm like, my hip flexors and ass. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is gonna be one of those days that you're gonna be like, honey, we need to put in those like old people railings next to the toilet. So you can like.
I'd be like, I'm stuck on the toilet. I can't.
Yeah. It's fine. I'm fine. We're fine.
But yeah, I was like, cut it out. Stop being such a.
It'll be good. It'll be hi, little head. Hi. It'll be good stuff.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. I am happy to be at home and not be at the mountain. It's been a chaotic weekend, but you know what? It was so pretty yesterday that it was just like everybody was in a good mood. So it was nice.
Did you have to drive in that yesterday?
So luckily, Ronnie, we sort of thought ahead, and Ronnie was like, I'll wait and we'll go in together. So
good.
It was lucky because, like, of course we weren't really plowed here, and then when you get up over the hill, you can tell like everybody's heading to the mountain, right? And they're just sort of sliding all over the place. And we actually did. Good morning, Corinthia. We were heading up West Hill, and a car in front of us, like, got part of the way up and decided this is a bad idea, and they were just stopped. And so they started. They started to do a 3-point turn. And Ronnie and I are like, oh no. So we stopped like way down here, but there's 2 cars coming down this way. The first car slams on the brakes so as not to hit them. And the car behind that slammed on her brakes, but was just too close. I mean, West Hill's steep, right? And so she ended up whipping to the left. And at first I was like, there's no driveway there. Like, what's happening? And she just didn't want to hit the guy in front of her. So she ended up going up the embankment. And I swear to God, like, she was like, we watched the car go like this and then touch back down. We're all like, and I mean, she was stuck like this with, 2 tires or whatever up off the ground. And she was okay. We parked, and two other cars parked, and we all got out, and she was okay, like adrenaline rush, obviously, but she's like, I don't want to hit anybody. And so we ended up calling 911, and we're all sort of sitting there being like, oh, she was like, should I try to get out? And I was like, I think if you move, that thing's going over. Like, and she didn't have her seatbelt on. She had it on, but she took it off because she thought she could get out, and she's like, I can't get it back on. So we're like, okay, well, we're definitely not touching this car, because if it does go this way, I don't know. Like
it's like a cliffhanger, you know?
Yeah, it was so, and of course we're like rushing to get to work, and so we're sitting there like four of us, and we're like, it's gonna be 45 minutes before 911 gets here. We're like, shit, but it was one of those drives to work. So I was like, thank goodness I'm not in my car. I'm in Ronnie's car right now.
Oh, that's so scary. I hate that.
Was that yesterday morning?
That was yesterday.
Was it a local people or like out of towners or?
No, it was all, well, I forget if her plates, I think, were Massachusetts. I think the two guys that stopped with us, though, they were both Vermont.
Right,
and then I think the guy that was doing the 3-point turn was definitely not Vermont, and she was I think Massachusetts or Rhode Island or something like that. But honestly, it's possible that, like, because it was slow motion enough that if they came and pulled her out, she probably drove away. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that much damage was done. But it was one of those drives to work where you're just like.
I'm gonna have a little something in my coffee.
Yeah. You sure you don't want me to work behind the bar today? Yeah. No, but then once we got there, it was gorgeous. So it was such a pretty day. But
was she on the uphill side of West Hill Road, I hope?
What's that? Was
she on the uphill side of up?
Oh no, they were coming. We were going up. She was coming down. You know where I think it's a few years old now, but there was like, I think they finished up maybe 2 years ago. I think it's a cedar wood house. It's like that bright orange cedar kind of thing. I would say it's probably a half mile up on the right from when you turn onto West Hill from that little bridge road. So we weren't that far up, but it was just one of those situations where first this guy was stopped and then he started doing a 3-point turn and we were like, this isn't smart. This is just not smart. Like, I don't know. But yeah, so
I'm glad everybody was okay.
Yes. And I'm sure it wasn't the only situation like that happened yesterday. Yeah. So, but did everybody have a good Monday?
Yeah, we're sort of homebound, did some baking.
Nice. Excellent. Yeah. Excellent. All right, well, we're doing leg day today because Chrissy requested it. No,
yeah, right.
We're doing leg day today, and we are doing a no repeat workout. So that at least is a good sign, right? That's a good one. And you're gonna need a mat, and you're gonna need a single dumbbell. And I would say anywhere from that like 8 to 12 pound range for the dumbbell will work just fine. We're going to work some breaks in there, but for the most part, there's no big breaks worked in. So we will have time to sort of reach over, grab some water, but those no repeats, we try to just keep kind of chug along and keep at it. So this is really definitely lower body focused, leg focused. And like I said, no repeats. So we're going to see a ton of different exercises. So we'll just work through it as we go. And I think it's going to be another sweatshirt workout in here.
Oh no.
We're getting there. It's fine. It's not negative 13 on my temperature gauge up there. So
that's good.
Glass half full at all times. All right, let's go. Let's do this. And we're going 90s. So it's just going to be a good Tuesday all around. All right, here we go. Boom. As always, if the music or the noise gets noise. I just called myself noise. If the noise gets messed up. All right, here we go. Go over those jumping jacks. There you go. So definitely dialing in the focus to the lower body, even during this warm up. Kind of finding out what's sore, what's tight, what you want to spend a little extra time on this morning. And because we are working through a no workout, you know we're hitting the squats, the lunges, the deadlifts, the glute bridges, the kickbacks. We're doing it all. Definitely some variety today. Start to get that body temp up a little bit here. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Into some butt kicks. So we're going to definitely dial in our focus, even during the warm-up, to lower body as well. We'll warm up the lower back and shoulders a bit, but we're just focused from the butt down. That's where we're going today. Getting the heels up here. Still looking to get the heart rate up just a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's start with those high kicks to the front. And then what we're gonna do, instead of knees to chest now, next, we're gonna go lateral leg swings to really start to sort of wake up the side of the glutes. And just make sure we're working through the fullest range of motion that you can find for the lower body. Because we are definitely gonna do some single-sided movement, some half kneeling movement, so we need a little bit of mobility work in. Let's go 3. Toes up nice and high. Yep, 2, and 1. All right, I like to find a little balance for this, but if you have better balance, we're just going lateral leg swings here. Nice and high. Try to keep the toes facing forward, at least when it's crossing in front of your body. I'm okay with whichever direction your toe wants to point as you get up towards the ceiling. But again, looking for a big range of motion here. You start to feel a little heat in the side of the glute as the muscles wake up. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Over to the left side. Oh, I'm going to kick something. Let's see. Get that foot up nice and high again. You're looking to wake up the side of the glute, which I'm sure you're already feeling. Big lift. You guys are braver than I am doing this support. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Ooh, there it is. Last one, kick something. All right, now we're going to switch to knees to chest. So just a hug, no open. Just a hug right up to the chest. I want you to squeeze it in. Boom. Feeling that hip flexor. Wake up and the glutes start to activate a little bit here. We're actually going to start on the mat. Starting with some glute bridges, so making sure those glutes are awake and ready to go is a big deal. Let's go one more each side. Awesome. All right, nice wide stance here. We're going to go right in for some toe touches. I want to hit the hamstrings and the lower back. So take that deep breath in and reach for those toes. Feeling that stretch work its way up from the calves, through the hamstrings, across the glutes, and into the lower back. And you can slow this one down as much as it feels comfortable for you. Try not to stop at the bottom necessarily. Just because holds at the start of the workout, your muscles are still cold. Think about an elastic band, it doesn't take much, right? So keep the body just in a slight. Let's go one more each side. All right, stand up nice and tall. We're going to go into that deep breath, reach to the ceiling. So we're reaching as far up towards the ceiling as you can. Elongate the spine, and then you're going to push your butt back behind you. Reach to the floor. Fingertips on the floor, and that's that slight bend, left to right. You don't have to get super deep into it yet. We're going to work our way in. So we're going to start to work in a couple of body weight warm-up exercises to get a little bit deeper into that side lunge now. As you feel those muscles start to loosen up and the motion get a little bit more comfortable for you. Sit that butt back down towards the heel. Let's go 3, 2, 1. All right, both legs straighten out here. Let the body sink into the stretch for just a second, and then you're going to walk those heels in, toes, heels and toes until they're right behind your wrist. Roll the shoulders up to the ceiling. All right, let's get a couple of body weight warm-up exercises in. We're going to start with the hands. So we're going in for some body weight good mornings. Fingertips behind the head. Feet underneath your hips, and you're just going to lower the torso, boom, down towards the mat, and right back up. Take this super slow. We're really just looking to see how far we can stretch it, pushing the butt back behind you. See if you can lead the entire movement with the hips. Boom. And then they draw forward, right? And if you think about the hips doing this movement, even from the bottom position, that's when you can really engage your glutes. Let's go 2. And 1. All right, up to the top and shake the legs out. So like I said, we're going to actually take it down to the mat. We are going to work on some different exercises, some different intervals. We're going to work in little rest periods into this. All you need is a mat and a single dumbbell, So mats on the ground to start us off, actually. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3 mini rounds before we're back up on our feet. So go ahead and grab the dumbbell. Take it to the mat. I'm going to move my water over. You guys can't see it, but I would say like once every 2 months I kick my water over. And it's the only thing that I'm like subtle about messing up during class, but I kick it over and it just goes, ooh. You're just like, oh, that's unfortunate. So that's moved. We're okay. So mat on the ground. Dumbbell is with you. We're going to start with glute bridges. If you're feeling strong this morning, I want you to go ahead and put that weight across your hips. And we'll start with weighted glute bridges. We are going to go no rest for the first 2 exercises of every mini set, and then we'll set ourselves up for the second piece of the puzzle. So, starting with glute bridges, just pushing those hips right up towards the ceiling and right back down. A really good way to wake up the glutes and just get that body ready to rock and roll. Lift up and right back down. So we're definitely focusing on glutes during this first round. We have about 5 seconds, and then I'm going to have you go up into that bridge and hold right here. All right, next glute bridge up, I want you to hold at the top. And then you're going to start a walk out. So you can do this with the weight or not. Walk those heels away from the body and walk them back in towards your butt. Away from the body. And then back in towards your butt. If you're using that weight, you're really going to start to feel that pull in the hamstrings. And then walk them right back in. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips to the mat. And dumbbell just out of the way. We're going to use it in the next round. We're going to go back into glute bridge. But I want the heels together. Knees out in a diamond position. So we're going back into that glute bridge. We're going to pause at the top. So lift and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Hips touch down. Squeeze the glutes. Right back up. 3, 2, and 1. Hips touch down. Tension on the glutes the whole time. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Touch down. Hips lift. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Hips touch down. We're coming up on our longest hold soon. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. One more touchdown. One more lift. Here we go. Hold. We're going 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips touch down. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Give them a squeeze to stretch those glutes out. And then when you're ready, up onto the sit bones. We're going to stay on the mat. If you have your water nearby, mine's still upright, so that's exciting. Boom. So, let's get back into this. You're going to want to grab your dumbbell. So next 2 rounds are also going to be on the mat. We're going to sort of bounce out. We're going to work on one side and then flip it over to the other side. So, here's what we're going to do. Right knee stays down on the mat. Left leg goes down to that half kneeling position. I like to have the edge of the bottom of my shoe on the mat. Go ahead and grab a single dumbbell into that goblet squat position. You're just going to sit it back towards the heel and then right back up. Sit it back and right back up. I like to have my toes tucked under, sort of sitting back on the heel, but if you have that ankle flexibility, it feels okay. You can absolutely have the top of your foot on the mat and sit it all the way back. It just doesn't feel comfortable for me, so it's not where I take it. All right, working that right side right now. Really dialing in that focus. 5, 4, 3, 2. Next time you sit it back, I want you to come a quarter of the way up and pulse it out. If you want to drop that weight part of the way through, you absolutely can. So we're pulsing at the bottom part of this half kneeling squat. We do these exercises a lot with sort of body weight. Not a lot, I should say, but when we do them, we do it with body weight. We're adding in that little extra challenge right now. We have 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Woo! All right. Dumbbell to the side. Here's where we're going. No weight needed. We're going to go in for some up, down. So from this squat position, we're going to go up to an actual squat hold, back down to our knees. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Up, up, down, down. Alternating legs that you're using. So you're obviously going to feel like that right side. A little bit more beast mode to get into it. Keep the butt nice and low in that squat. Yeah, nice step. Excellent. Love that. Love the mobility that's coming out of this. Don't worry, we're coming up a little bit of a break as well. All the way through to your left lower leg. Start to burn a little bit. We have 10 seconds to go. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, sit it back. Let the legs, the quads sort of shake out a little bit. We have a couple seconds here, and then we're just going to even everything out. So we're going to be kneeling on the left knee this time. Right leg straight out to the side. Weights back in the hand, and we're going to full sit back right now. So all the way back to your heel, all the way back up to this sort of kneeling tall position. Here we go. Sit it back. Squeeze the glutes and right back up. So balancing everything out here. Single-sided exercises are great for fixing any muscle imbalances. We're all a little bit dominant on one side or the other. I shouldn't say we all, but most people are dominant on one side or the other. This is just going to serve to help the big lifts as well. 2 and 1. All right, sit it all the way back on that heel. Quarter of the way up, and here's that pulse. Again, if you want to hold on to that dumbbell, you can. If you want to put it off to the side, you can do that as well. You're going to start to feel that quad in a big way. Take some deep breaths in. Long, slow exhales. We got this. Come on, 10 seconds to go. Almost there. Make sure your lower back is nice and straight. Fight it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, dumbbells right in front of you. So go ahead and take a couple of seconds here. The long exercise of the round, we're going to start to make our way to our feet. We're going to get back into that squat hold. And this time, instead of doing the up downs, we're going to do toe taps, right to left. So go ahead and shake the legs out. You don't need any weight for this one. Well, we're going to be back down in that low squat hold here, and you're just going to tap and tap, side to side. No weight necessary for this one. But we are still going for that quad burn, all right? So instead of the up downs, we're going in for a hold, reach, and reach. Yeah, excellent. And you want to reach as far from the body as you can, sort of feeling your body weight shift from one heel to the next. Yeah. Excellent. Boom. Reach. We have 15 seconds to go, so keep that butt nice and low. You feel yourself sort of straightening the legs a little bit because you're starting to burn. See if you can force it right back down into that squat for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit it all the way up. Finally, give those legs a little bit of a shake out. Let the glutes stretch out a little bit. I'm at the precarious, like, do I want to take my sweatshirt off? The answer is no, but we're there. We're almost there. Yeah. Woo. All right. promise, we're going to work through a whole bunch of single-sided exercises today. We're going to start this next round. We're going to give those quads a little bit of a break. We're going to turn the focus to the hamstring, at least for the first round. So, single dumbbell in hand, in your right hand specifically. We're going to go in for some single leg deadlifts. So, hips stay facing forward. You're going to reach, boom, down, and right back up to the mat. Take it nice and slow. Keep that right leg nice and straight. Not to rush through this exercise. Big reach. Keep your shoulders down and back. Yeah, beautiful. All right, 10 seconds, and then we're going to take this deadlift, and we're going to turn it into a curtsy lunge. 4, 3, 2. Give me one more rep. And then next time you're standing nice and tall, you're actually going to take that step back into a curtsy lunge and up to the top. Again, take it nice and slow. We're going to bring a little bit of cardio into the next exercise. So right now, I really just want you focusing on those muscles. You're going to feel your hamstring a little bit more because of the deadlifts here. Step it back, deep breath in, and pull right up to the front. Nice and strong through that front heel. 3, 2, 1, boom! All right, dumbbell just off to the side. As promised, we're going in for some cardio here. We're going to take that curtsy lunge. We're going to turn it into some ice skaters in 3, in 2, and 1. So boom, back and forth. And remember, this is our longer round. The third exercise of each of these rounds is always a little bit longer. So we're looking to build a little bit of cardio momentum here. Get that heart rate up. Just sort of note that we're working hard even when we're resting in between periods. Not that anybody doesn't know we're working hard already, but all right, keep pushing. See if you can bring that intensity up a little bit. A little bit more powerful of a push. Not necessarily speedier, but just more power. Dial in that focus a little bit more. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. All right, shake the legs out. We have a couple of seconds here. We're just going to take things over to the left side, balance everything out. So that dumbbell in the left hand, left leg becomes the stance leg. Take a deep breath in. Here we go. 5, 4, nice straight arm. 3, 2, and 1. Into that dead. Boom. And draw it up nice and tall. Slow things down so your heart rate's getting a little bit faster. You might feel like it's a little bit harder to keep your balance. Make sure you're getting that back leg up behind you to give you a balance to the weight that is on the front. And as much as possible, keep those hips facing forward. If you feel like you're opening up to the right side, see if you can draw that hip down in front. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Last rep when you're standing up tall again. Into that curtsy lunge. Boom, and up. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Stick with it. Big step back. Feeling those glutes. This is why we got deep into those side lunges during the warm up. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Dumbbells off to the side. Shake the legs out. We're going to go for cross jacks right now. Feet are in and out. Hands actually come to the front instead of up overhead. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Make sure you're taking deep breaths in here when you can. Breathing rate's definitely going to go up. Heart rate's going to go up. Keep your hands. Yeah, there you go. At about shoulder height. Nice. Here we go. Fight through it. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Calm everything down. Definitely grab a sip of water. Heart rate's up just a little bit. Legs going good. Thumbs up. All right. Woo. All right, here we go. So, we've made it through our deadlift. We're going to take it back To the quads. So we're going to take a nice wide stance. We're just going wide stance lunges for now. Toes just pointed out to the side. Drop the butt in. Squeeze the glutes. And right back up to the top. So definitely drawing the quads back in. But because it's that wide stance, you're going to feel the glutes and the hamstrings a little bit more. Sit it back. Watch that lower back, right? Nice and straight. You start to feel the outside of the glutes, boom, and push right up, back into that stand tall position. Get that butt nice and low. Here we go, 3, 2, let's do one more. We're gonna turn this right into side to side squat. So stand up nice and tall, toes should have bent just a little bit. We're gonna go right to the left. Yep, right. Yeah, nice. And so what I want you to think about is sitting that butt back behind whichever heel you're over, right? If you think about if your body weight is over that heel, yes, the work's going to be there, but you have so much strength and nothing ground up to muscle. You can push hard to return to that standing position. Woo! 3, 2, 1. All right, shake it out. Couple seconds here. We're going to get that double burn going on. We're going for in and out pop squats here. 5 seconds to take a breath. Draw all your energy in. 2 and 1. Let's go. Touchdown. I call them in and out. That's wrong. I always do that. Touchdown pop squats is what we're going for. Again, I want you to push your butt back behind you. Feel your body weight over your heels. Big push back to the center. Bounce it up to the top. Yeah, nice. We've got about 15 seconds to go. Let's see if we can take that speed up just half a notch. Come on, baby. We got this. For them snowshoe legs. Woo! Come on. Touch it down. Pop it up. Let's go 5. Let's go 4. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Nice job. That was a good double whammy there. Shake it out. Grab some water. We're getting there. There's light at the end of the tunnel. It's damp right now, but we're coming at it. All right. Keep the body moving. Some walking butt kicks here. Just get those heels up towards your butt. Stretch the quads out a little bit. All right. We're taking a little extra time here. We're going to get back into, a little bit of single-sided work to finish out this workout. We're going to start with that right leg in front. We're going in for some split stance lunges. So right leg forward, toes in the left and back, down and back. I want you to lock in form right now, right? We're trying as much as possible to go straight down and straight back up. A little bit of forward movement is okay, but if you're going too far forward and you're feeling pressure on that knee, that's what it is, right? Too far forward in the lunge. Get ready, we're going in for a pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down into that pulse. Hold strong. If you want to close your eyes right now, you're totally allowed at this point to be swearing in your head at me. Everything's on mute. You can actually do it out loud if you want to, but I see kids in the background, so you know. All right. Hold steady. You're feeling that glute right now. You're feeling both quads. Everything's working. For another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up nice and tall and shake things out. All right. We have 10 seconds. We're going into a little cardio round. We're going to go in for some toe taps here. So I want you to imagine that soccer ball right in front of you. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Going to the top of that soccer ball. You're really going to feel those glutes. But really what we're looking for here is just to jack up that heart rate. Be breathing a little bit harder when we go in to balance out those lunges. Yeah, there you go. Love those toes. Aiming for the top of that soccer ball. That's what you want. Getting those legs up a little bit more. It counts, right? If you start pressing down to the floor, you're not going to feel your glutes too much. 15 seconds. Come on. Keep that energy up. Don't let it die down. Stay in control of it. 10 seconds. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Chill it out. Woo. All right. You know it's good when the mat starts moving. Shake everything out. We're going to take that extra little break again. First, for the water. We're going to balance things out. We're heading over to the left side. So, split stance lunge. Pulse it out. We're going to go into butt kicks. Left foot in front, right foot. Step it back. Go. Down into that lunge and right back up. Make sure everything's locked in place, right? That front foot facing directly forward. Even that back foot sometimes can twist a little bit. And what that's doing, it's going to sort of twist your kneecap, which is what you don't want to do. So sort of face it forward and rock and roll. We've got 5 seconds to go. Going in for that pulse. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Find that pulse. Whew. Come on. We're going in for that burn. Taking that deep breath in here. This is about control, right? This is about mind over muscle. You know you can do this. You know you can do anything today. Here we go. Count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up and shake the legs out. Woo! That's all that beast mode one, but you feel good on it. And we're not doing it again. All right, we've got about 8 seconds going into some butt kicks, and then we're heading back down to the mat. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. I want you to take these butt kicks at first as just sort of a stretch. And then as you feel things loosen up a little bit, and the heat goes away, you can speed it up a little bit. Just get that cardio punch on. But really aim to get the heels all the way up towards your butt right now. If you're ever going for a walk, or hike, or run, these are really good to do ahead of time. Heels up. We have 15 seconds to go. So if you've got a little bit more energy in here, take it up a half notch. Come on. Heels kicking up behind you, toes following suit. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Chill it out. Whew. All right. Feeling good, baby. It's good to do leg day on Tuesday. Then you just kind of feel like a beast all week. All right. Shake the legs out. We have 2 rounds to go. We're going to head down to the mat. We're going to do some kickbacks as our first strength exercise. So, depending on how much energy is left in those glute muscles, take the weight with you or not. Either way, you're going to get through this round feeling those glutes. So we're going to start with the right side. If you're using weight, it goes back behind the knee. You're going to squeeze, and then you're just going to kick that heel just the right side. Up towards the ceiling and back down towards the mat. Just this first exercise. So you're sort of in between, can I do it? Do I not want to do it? Just one exercise with the weight. Up towards the ceiling. Heels pushing flat right up through. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights off to the side, and we're going to turn those kickbacks into hydrant. So that right leg up to the side and right back down. So same bend. Yep, you got it. Same 90 degrees. Up to the side, right back down to the mat. Keep your hips and shoulders facing the mat. So as that knee raises up to the right, you're not twisting with it. Stick with it. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Sit it back for a brief stretch. Our cardio portion of this mini set is going to be bear jacks. So, back up on all fours. Toes are tucked under, so your toes are on the mat right now. You're going to lift the knees just up off the mat, and you're going to go out, in, out, in. Keeping the knees as close. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Out, in. Yep. Yeah, perfect. I love how low the butt is staying. That means the core is totally engaged. You guys are so strong. Woo, come on. We're so close. Stick with it. Let those quads start to burn. The butt's obviously going to push up towards the ceiling as you jump it out. Stick with it. But get those knees right back down towards the mat. Here you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees to the mat. Again, sit it back, stretch those quads out. You guys, beautiful. We have 1 round to go. We're obviously going to balance everything out. Nobody wants one butt cheek to be bigger than the other. Well, I don't know, somebody would. I don't. So, we're going to balance things out. Weight is behind the left leg if you used it on the right side. We're going in for those kickbacks in 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Kick back and knee to the mat. No matter what, whether you're using a weight or not, tension on the glute. Flex that foot so the toes are drawn in towards the shin. Tighten those muscles up a little bit. Get the field on a little bit quicker for these kickbacks. 10 seconds to go. Deep breath in when you need them. 3, 2, and 1. Weights to the side. Let's take it to the fire hydrant. So say 90-degree bend, up to the side, and bring it in. We're getting there. Stick with it. Stick with it. Down to the mat. Again, shoulders and hips facing the mat the whole time. So this is all about the glute. Next. And down 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, sit it back for a quick stretch. This is it. Final exercise we're getting into. Final little burst. We're going to go bear crawl to plank. So instead of that hop being out to the side, we're going to hop back to the plank and back forward to the bear crawl. So we have about 10 seconds here. Enough time to sort of mentally convince ourselves we can do it. All right, toes on the mat. Knees just up off the mat. Here we go. Plank it back and draw it in. Plank it back and draw it in. You might do a little bit slower than the plank jacks, just so that you can sort of nail those movements, right? You want to nail the bear crawl. You want to nail that plank. No matter what, though, the core is definitely engaged to keep your back nice and straight. We're definitely feeling this one. Woo, come on. We're pushing this cardio around right to that final countdown. Get nice and close to the mat in the bear crawl. Beautiful. 10 seconds to go. That's it. 10 seconds. Stick with it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees touch down. Sit it back in one final child's pose here. You guys kick butt. Nice job. Woo. Sitting back in child's pose. Taking some deep breaths in here. Some deep through those quads. Think back through the workout. Just appreciate all of the work that you just put your body through. It's a beautiful thing. All right, let's pull it up onto all fours. We're going to get a definite leg stretch going on here. So, we're actually going to start in a half plank position. I want you to bring your right foot up to the front. And then with fingertips on the mat, just to give yourself a little bit of balance, you're just going to draw yourself forward into that sort of knee down in the back, drawing that front knee forward. You can choose to either roll at this point, or you can do little if you want. It's totally up to you. Post-workout is the time that you want to do your hold stretches, right? The muscles are warm. You can get a little bit more flexibility going on. Hold tight. I'm just going to turn this down a little bit so I'm not yelling at everybody. All right. From this position, you're going to straighten the front leg, push your hips back over that back knee, and sit it back as far as you can. This is a good time to sort of pay attention to the hips, right? So try to keep them nice and even. Pull the chest down towards your leg. What you should be feeling right now is that stretch up the right hamstring. not in yoga pose right now, but still focus on your breathing here. Really slowly bringing your breathing rate, your respiratory rate back down to normal, but using the fact that your heart is pumping right now to get that oxygen to the muscles. All right, back up to the top to that half kneeling position. Go ahead and switch sides. That left leg comes forward. Fingertips on the mat to give you some balance and just weight shifts over that left heel. And again, this one is sort of a, for the back foot, comfort zone for you. So this is one that I like to have the top of my foot on the mat, but if you're more comfortable with the toes on the mat, that's totally up to you. We're kind of in a safe zone here with those warm muscles. We can push them a little bit further than we did during the warm-up. All right, when you're ready, go ahead and straighten out that front leg, push the hips back behind you. I like to tuck my toes back under towards the mat, so the right toes are down on the mat right now. Just give you a little bit of support. Stretching through that front hamstring at this point. Heart rate should be coming back down towards normal. All right, come on, back up to that half kneeling position. We're going to continue to stretch from the mat for a couple of exercises here. What I want to start with is just not a huge straddle, but a little bit of a straddle. Butts on the mat, toes out to the side. And I want to take a deep breath in first, stretch up towards the ceiling. Your right arm's going to sweep under and go ahead and reach for that right toe. So you're looking at a stretch up the left side of the upper body, and you should be feeling it in the calf and hamstring of the right leg. Take exhale and sit up nice and tall. And you're just going to take another exhale at the top because I want to stretch that spine again. We're not just folding over. Lengthen the spine. Left arm sweeps under and go ahead and reach for that left toe. So anytime you're doing these stretches, always think about creating length, right? So the idea behind anything from a squat to a bicep curls to contract the muscle, right? Make it nice and tight. So when you're stretching things back out, you're looking to create that length again of a normal muscle and just sort of like sit position. So length is key. All right, go ahead and sit up nice and tall. We're going to take another deep breath in and reach through the ceiling. And then you're just going to reach forward here as far as you can take it. So what I like to do with this one is close my eyes, let my body sort of sink into this. As you exhale, try to sink a little bit further into it. You can sort of wiggle those hands, those fingertips can walk forward a little bit. Get yourself a little bit deeper into that stretch. And you'll feel the longer that you hold this, the more able you are to get into that stretch. The muscles start to loosen. The brain is less hesitant to let the muscles loosen. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really nice and slowly. Sit back up nice and tall. Legs to the front. Just give them a little shake so the blood starts moving again. You guys kicked butt this workout. Really nice job. Woo! And there you go. Leg day's done on Tuesday. You smell like that. Nice job. And today was not my waters day. Yay. It's exciting. It's exciting news. It means it's going to be a good day. You guys kicked butt. Nice job.
Thank you.
Woo-hoo.
Whew.
Yeah, I'm sweating. I was close to taking the sweatshirt off, but I was like, I don't know. It's still like winter in my basement right now. So
Okay. Too hot. You're too cold.
Yeah, I know. There's no winning it. All right. It's fine. It's fine.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have an awesome Tuesday. Upper body on Thursday. Yeah. And I'll see you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye, Chrissy.
Bye.
Bye.